Hey man, I got the key. The function of the thing is what I wanted. I mean, I'm not gonna like, oh, it's my first whistle, I love you. So let's put another hole in it. Hey studio pals, welcome back to the channel. I have been a professional ceramic artist for about 25 years or so, and I have a vendetta. I've been able to do lots of things, complicated things, as a ceramic artist, but there's something that's actually quite simple, it appears, that other ceramic artists do and make good money at that I've never been able to do. I have failed miserably every time I've tried to do this, and that is making a clay whistle or an ocarina or a flute or anything that has the fipple hole air splitting sound hole. I've never been able to do that. I've gotten close, but I've never really been able to do that. But there is one thing that most of the online resources for how to make one of these things tells you that you need, and that is a stick of some sort. These are popsicle sticks. That's all they are. I believe they're basswood, but they're really hard. I mean, they're super hard. But you use these to pierce clay, and then you use another one to go down into the clay to, encounter this one so that you can make this perfect triangle hole. I failed a lot trying to do that. We're going to do one, and by gosh, it's going to work this time. Or so help me. So stay tuned. Let's make it whistle. So what we're going to do is, at first, we're going to take our handy dandy craft sticks here, which are better known as popsicle sticks. And I'm going to find some that aren't bent like this. I mean, that's got Peyronie's disorder. So there's that one. This one's not bad. That one's not bad. I think I put these two together. What I'm going to do is, because, yeah, I could probably put those two together, just like that. I want to glue these two together because, I don't know, I think that might just be too thin to do what we're going to do. We need to penetrate that through clay and then come in to the top of it with another one that we have to tool. But I think that might end up being too small, too narrow. So let's just glue these together real quick here. Glue is being functional. Yes, I'll glue being functional. Find right finger. Perfect, beautiful. What I'm going to do is clip it and get it set where we want it. I'll go ahead and wait. I'll go ahead and at the end of it and stand a little chisel on the other end of it. That's what we're supposed to do. Now, while those are drying and becoming perfect, I'll find one of the straighter ones of this, which this one seems to qualify. And I'm just going to cut the end off of it. Wow, this is really, really hard stuff. I like that. I like it if it's got quality behind it. There it is. That's what I wanted. Yeah, clean that up a little bit. Just a little bit. Holy mackerel. Okay, so you get what you pay for, I guess. What I'm going to do now is simply take some sandpaper, and we're going to make a chisel out of wood. We're just going to do this. Yeah, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see it. There we go. That seems to be okay. There it is. Chisel. Okay, so that's what we're supposed to use. While we're waiting for these guys to dry, I will go ahead and try and use this on the clay whistle. Make a clay whistle, rather, I should say, using the skinny, popsicle stick. Let's give it a shot here. So before we get started, I'm just going to take some really basic, like leftover brown stoneware clay that I've got, and we'll just do that. Use some of that and try to make this whistle. All right, let's get this clay underway. Okay. Well, look. I think that'd be enough to make a whistle. The first thing they say to do is to basically make a ball with a tube coming through it. So I'm going to wedge this up a little bit, as you can see. Then we basically make a little pinch pot. Now, the pinch pot, I guess this whistle shouldn't be huge. I don't really know how big they should be. I'm going to make this one smaller-ish. Mush, 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 mush. Now, like I said, I have a vendetta against these things because I have tried and tried and tried to make them. And I failed miserably every single time I tried to make one. But I have a plan, and I have some good authority and good training now that tells me how to make one of these. What I've learned on the internet is going to assist me. So what I'm trying to do is close this in, make it pretty much just a ball with a tube, and I want that tube to end abruptly. That's kind of what I'm after there. Now I'm going to add some more clay to it because I really messed this up a little bit. There we go. That's what I want. Alright, that's more like it. That's more about what I'm trying to do now. Now this needs to be solid, so I'm going to start pinching this into I don't know, what would you call it? A tongue? Yes, a tongue. That's what we want, a tongue. That's the idea. And, obviously we're going to blow through this side. And keep adding a little bit of clay if I need it. I mean, we're not at the pretty phase yet. We want the toot-toot phase. If I get to the toot-toot phase, then we can maybe try to make another one or make this one itself prettier. Alright, that's what we're looking at right there. Okay, now, my problem that I have always had when I've made these, obviously the square Fipple hole, sound hole, is going to be on the top here. And the problem I always had is that, it just blows air. It doesn't really just make a sound at all. And somebody told me, and I also verified that online, that it's because there needs to be a drop-off. Well, this has a drop-off, and so we're going to try the drop-off thing, because that's the only thing left, people. That's the only thing I have left out of all the times I've tried to make one of these stupid things. Ocarina, whistle, anything, clay tutor. And you want to blow here, and it sounds here, and it basically just feels like a whistle in your hand. That's a whole, hollow ball-ish hollow. I'm going to extend this out a little bit, but not too far. And this clay ended up being a lot wetter than I thought it was going to be, so yay. There. Okay. What we have to do when we're doing a clay whistle, according to the powers that be who make clay whistles all the time, is you simply take a popsicle stick and you insert it here all the way, just level, until you hit the cavity. Well, I've hit the cavity. All right, there is a cavity. If you brush your teeth more often, you won't have a cavity. All right, so I'm going to fiddle with this a little bit more because I want it to work, by gosh. All right, that's what they say to do right there. Toot. All right, so that's in place. Now, what they want you to do, or what you are supposed to do, Let's make it fancy. There. What you're supposed to do is, I really wish I could find my small one of these. I have a small one, not this grotesquely huge thing here. Let me look for it just a second. I do not see it. Oh, yes I do. Ha! That's much better. Oh my gosh. I don't want to use that giant thing. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we are basically just going to come down on top of said stick right there and right there. It's going to be as wide as this stick. This is your drop off. That has to drop off dynamically, just straight like that. And this has to basically come back like that. Now, here's the thing. Here's our little guy that we took and we made a chisel out of, remember? Yes, I have another one here. I made two because I didn't know if I needed to or not. I'm going to just pierce him down through until I touch the other stick. And then crank it back a little bit. That's looking kind of familiar, right? Now, I'm going to take this section out of here, if I can. This clay is a lot wetter than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be dry-ish kind of clay. All right, get off there. So, lo and behold, that's, I mean, that looks like, you know, every flute or little ocarina you ever had as a kid, right? So I'm going to smooth that out like that. That's your drop off, remember? And then I'm going to smooth that out. They said that it matters a little bit how dirty it is, but not really. I've actually seen people just drill a hole and cave in one side of that hole and make a beautiful ocarina out of it. And I'm like, okay, something is amiss. I'm just totally missing something here, people. So I'm going to smooth this out here. So what you can see is the popsicle stick is going through the hole to the splitter thing, doohickey, whatever. I'm going to shorten it a bit here because it's awfully wide. I mean, not shorten it, just get rid of some of that height, because I don't know, should it be that deep? I don't know these things. See, I'm fidgeting and fiddling with that. I'm not even supposed to be doing that so much. Okay, so I'm going to crank it back a little bit, and I'm going to remove said popsicle stick. Okay, now it's gone. But there's a problem. Can you see what the problem is? You probably can't. There's hardly any light here. But there's a shelf right here. It's a real dynamic shelf. You can't have that. And according to them, see, it's not working. Why isn't it working? Well, from what they say, it's because there needs to be a drop-off right here. So if I punch this tool all the way through to the face of this thing, boom, that's where I need to have that open, right there. And I will cut this out. Oh boy. That thing is, there it is. All right, get. Wow, there's a lot of goo there. Okay, I am still trying to cut this out. Holy mackerel. That is, ugh. Yeah, this is gonna work. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna put this popsicle stick back in, redo our hole. Just like that. That should be where we need to be right there. Hi, Freya. And now you can see the logistics. Everybody likes to use that word. I think we use it wrong. You can see that there's a drop off now. Now that I have my drop off, supposedly, right? Yeah, this is gonna work. It's gonna work so great. I don't know. I have faith. I've still got faith. All right, our drop off. And let's redefine our angle, our fipple angle here. It goes onto that. I don't think you can see this. Okay. All right. So with the drop off there, I'm gonna let you guys see this, because who knows, it might work. It probably won't. Let's flip this around here. Wow, video just quit on me. Yours sucks. Maybe it's too hot. I've been heating up my phone a lot lately. Been trying to do videos. I have been, I promise. All right. Wow. I made a tootie whistle. Yeah. Holy crap. That one thing. I've been trying to do this for over a decade, and I'd get so discouraged by it that I couldn't understand the problem. I would make the most perfect hole with the most perfect ramp and everything, and it just wouldn't make a sound. And then somebody told me, well, there's no drop off. And I'm like, what's a drop off? And that's that. So I can actually sit without it. It doesn't do anything, but when you block off with your thumb, that's neat. I'm going to go ahead and modify this just a second. And put the clay there that's supposed to be there. Hang on. There we go. Okay, so let's find out if, now since I'm putting my finger here to close that off, let's let's set him on the flat end. Let's just try to put enough clay there that kind of looks like a finger. That just blocks that off. Ugh. Like that. Oh yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's I made a whistle. I didn't need this, obviously. The size of a standard popsicle stick, which is what everybody said to do, is exactly what you need. I might try the wider hole here in in another life, but that works fantastic. Yeah. Yes, I'm spending way too much time, but that's okay. All right. Now, since that's working for us, what if we put a hole in it? Yeah, to maybe change our tune. Change the tune? All right. Not that I care about this one. I mean, the function of the thing is what I wanted. I mean, I'm not going to like, oh, it's my first whistle, I love you. Let's put a hole in here. And we don't want to, let's put it back here just to see what happens. Okay, we got a hole. All right, I'm turning people around again. There we go. My tripod really sucks. I need a new one. Hey, comment down below really cheap, decent tripods. The ones that actually fold upside down that turn about that big. I'd really appreciate it. And thumbs up too, if you get a chance. Thanks. Okay, so I'm going to put my finger over the hole first. Man, I have I've been wanting to do this forever. Ah, yeah. The key. I got the key. I got the key, man. Hey, man, I got the key. Wow. Now, yeah, if I keep blowing on it, that's going to get really wet, and I guarantee it's just going to collapse and mutate. So let's put another hole in it. What happens if we do that? Will we ruin it? 2 holes. See? 2 holes. It's a baby ocarina. It's a Bina. Oh my God. I'm so stoked. Oh my God. That's dangerous. Oh my God, that's dangerous. Oh my God. Keep making things because it's cool and it's noisy. I love this little thing. I love this little thing too. I guess kids can chew on them. You don't want your kids choking on the popsicle. I look like the Joker. My teeth are so freaking yellow. I drink coffee, by the way. You're over here. Sorry.